Are you aware of the conspiracy surrounding the show Roseanne? Well, if you're not, that's because there isn't one. But I'm about to start one. 2 of them, in fact. And most of you aren't ready for the second one. Well, most of you aren't ready for the first one either, but I'm going to do them both anyway. Let's get into it. For those of you that like the show, you of course remember that there were 2 Beckys, right? And for those of you that don't, there was original Becky and then there was new Becky. But I'm here to tell you that they're the same Becky. Notice how she looks kind of rubbery and fake. And notice how when you overlay them and go in and out, the lips are the exact same, and so is the chin placement and even the eyes. They're all in the exact same place. One just looks a little more Barbie plastic-like than the other. And with 2 totally separate pictures, again, I want you to notice how the lips are the exact same because you don't put prosthetics on lips. And notice how the eyes are the exact same rounded shape. And it's because they're the same person. And one of them is just wearing prosthetics. And you know where else sometimes they don't put prosthetics? Right under the lip. Kind of like in these 2 cases where you can see actual skin, and boy, those dots look a lot like those dots, and they're in the exact same place. Imagine that. There she is looking plastic again with a wig. But some of you Advid fans will say, well, they were in the scene at the same time. Well, are you sure? Are you sure they didn't just use camera angles to make you think that?
So great to finally meet you. And I can see why you picked me. I mean, look at us. We could be the same person. Oh my God, I mean, it is like looking in the mirror before I put my makeup on.
Again, notice how their faces line up perfectly with those big old round eyeballs and the same markings. But why would they do this? Well, it was practice. It was practice to see if they could put literal prosthetics on national TV, and none of us would be the wiser. And boy, is that true. None of us were the wiser. Not until dozens of years later when some crazy person can see through their rubber masks. But while you digest that, why don't we move on to conspiracy number 2? And all has to do with this guy here in flannel, Dan Connors, a.k.a. John Goodman. And I couldn't help but notice something in this very specific scene.
It's a joke.
Right there. You know what that is? That's a move from the Three Stooges. And well, I know how they like to tell us the truth in plain sight. How they really like to tell us the truth in plain sight. Hey, that's Mo, and that's Larry, and that would be Curly, right? You know, Curly, Curly, the one whose face fits absolutely perfectly with John Goodman, even down to the little chin curvature there, and lips, and the eyes, and the whole deal. The eyebrows are a little off, but that's because he's raising them in that picture where he's frowning them in that one. But do you think there's evidence? I wonder if there's proof. And for those of you that haven't seen my vampire videos, you should go check those out. But let's look at this little spattering of marks right there and right there. They look pretty similar, right? There's even a dot in the dot. And over here, it kind of looks like we've seen before where there was a mole, and then it's removed and it leaves a little mark, and then another one. And hey, look at those are in the exact same place. It's almost like these people don't die. What the heck? What's going on here? It's almost like they can live much longer than you and I, and they take on different roles to deceive us in different ways. Hey, look at that. It fits perfectly, even down to their lip. A little wrinkle there. As soon as I get the size right, you'll see. Perfect. They even lined this one up perfectly. Curly died in 1952, the same year that John Goodman just happened to be born. I bet it's hard to find little kid pictures of him, and I bet they look very AI and don't pass the AI test if you do find them, because AI has been around forever. It's not artificial intelligence, it's angelic intelligence, and they're all the fallen angels or the minions of the fallen angels. But of course, all this for entertainment purposes. I don't really think this stuff exists. I just make it up for the views and the clicks and the likes, because that's all I care about, not exposing these vampire liars in the masks that they wear. I mean, that is a plastic face to just add more confusion to the mix, to make you not know up from down and left from right and round from flat. People, you should figure that one out. It lets you know you're not a evolved chimp spinning on a ball in endless space. There's a firmament and a heavenly father. Oh, and for any of you thinking she's one of the good guys because she talks about conspiracies, no, she's just a gatekeeping, Masonic, lying, probably vampire shill herself. Don't let her fool you. Entertainment only, though, people. I'm here for shits and gigs and laughs. I don't really care about exposing all the lies we've all been told for hundreds of years. Entertainment only.